to try to get this this one up and on its way. We're heading to Belfast City out of La Rochelle, France on this flight. So hop in.
Battery. On and locked. Parking brake. Set. External power.
See if I can get this one up and going. Okay, external power.
On. External power left and right bus. On. Passenger door, key is shift plus F1.
Actually, that's not. That's if it's the standard MD-80, 82, but for us, we have to do it this way. So we're going to go front door, stairs, aft door, cargo doors. And I do love that back door there. Isn't that cool? The aft door. On our flight deck to Sim Alpaca Airlines flight. That's a cool looking plane.
Open. Rear passenger door, key is shift plus F4, if necessary. Open. Passenger stairs, key is shift plus F3, if necessary. Extend. Service door, key is shift plus F7. Open. Forward cargo door. Open. Mid cargo door. Open. Aft cargo door. Open.
Right.
Load fuel.
This is where we have to pause. Not pause like pause, but to load fuel, I need to enter all this information. So trip fuel on this flight, first of all, our numbers are going to be in trip 11,000. Checking our weight, everything. Is in pounds. Trip fuel is 11,869. And fuel for all tanks is 20,286. Our passenger manifest is 155 passengers on this flight. This is a very full plane. Wow. Yeah, we're full. Cargo load for this flight. That's 0 for baggage and cargo. Not sure what's up with that. Is this a commuter flight? Yeah, so passengers 155, baggage and cargo is 0. Okay. Not sure what's up with that, but it's okay. So we're going to load fuel. There's no cargo to load, so load passengers. Okay, we should be able to get out of here.
As calculated. Boarding passengers and cargo. As calculated. Clear master caution. Check. FMC.
Right, for the FMC ASAP. Let's get our... something that I did not do that I normally do. So I have a route already set for this. And I've got that info here. But there's a way that, okay, so I have already downloaded my route, and the route is LFBH. So I'm going to go to, if you want to note this, this might help you later. So let me go here, Xplane 12. We go to output, FMS plans. Okay, see the LFBH there? I'm going to click on anything that's LFBH here. Okay, and I'm going to copy that, right? I'm now going to go to aircraft, laminar research, and the aircraft we're flying out on today is a Rotate MD-80 and saved routes. I'm going to copy all that into my save route area, and I'll show you how that helps me later. So if you wonder why this isn't lit up, it is actually on. It's wanting me to turn it back up. Okay, all right. So they always forget to do this. A NITREF must you must align your navs, and it's not on my checklist yet on the pre. It needs to be like one of the first things you do once you've got power, like right after battery. You may need to alter that, put it right after battery. Okay, so enter IRS position. We're going to put in our L airport, which is LFBH. Let me do that again. LFBH. Right, LFBH. Bam. Okay. So between these two, GPS position or the airport, what's more accurate? I say that my GPS position at the moment. There we go. Okay. So next, if we go to route here, I know that we're going out on LFBH, and we're going to arrive at EGAC. So EGAC. And did you remember all that information I copied into our saved area? Now that I've put in, that's our route right there. You see how it came right up? Okay. There we go. And then our flight number is VCP 897 Young. So it's 897 7. Yeah. And we're going out on runway 09. Now, our departure runway is 09. And it's lisse. No transition. We're gonna. I know it says it thinks that IRS isn't aligned yet. It will be. Okay. We'll let that sit. Let that ruminate while we're waiting. Okay, so all that looks good. And we're already loaded, or we're completely loaded, so I can then now go to performance. And I've got all the numbers here for my performance to enter. So our cost index, by the way, on this flight is going to be 100. You wonder where that comes from. It's not in the flight plan. I don't know. I think Q8 pilot taught me that. There's nothing else I can do. Just got to put that in. Okay, so our reserves. It says final reserves is 2.7. I disagree, but okay. So we'll put 2.7. And our ZFW is 107,915. And our fuel on board is 20286. So 20286. We'll put 20.2. And then we're going to /A. That gives us our gross weight, and then our cruise altitude is 300. There we go. And now, as soon as you notice what happened, as soon as we enter that, takeoff is ready. We can bring in our OAT for takeoff, and let me pull up that number. Right here. OAT is 14. And it's confusing because you're sitting here going, okay, so it didn't bring in any numbers. What do I do? And I have my V1, 2, V rotate and V2 here. You just click on the blanks to the right. It fills it in. There we go. Okay, bam. IRS isn't aligned. Eventually it will be. There it goes. Okay. So now when we go back to legs, now we've got all the information in there that we need. We're going to go out on Luzon. Our departure info, everything is there like it should be. And we click on that, it takes, and then we're going to arrive, by the way, since we're here, on 04, I-04, transition of D1. We'll take that transition. Okay, we got a discontinuity there between Lisieux and Tirau, so let's get rid of that like that. Okay. Right. I'm satisfied with that. If you are, we're going to continue our information. Let's see, and I'm going to go ahead while I'm here too, and I'm jumping ahead, yes, but I don't care. 1019. We'll be entering this again, but 1019 is our QNH. Okay.
Program flight plan. Takeoff V speeds. Calculate and set bugs. Takeoff trim.
Takeoff is 10. Wow. Flaps are going to be 11. Okay.
Calculate and set up. Flight director.
And when you click on one, it clicks on the other.
Both on. Heading knob to runway. Set. Max bank angle. Set to 15. Initial cleared altitude.
Brian doesn't know anything yet.
Yes, Steve.
Brian, I need you to get our IFR clearance.
I'll get our IFR clearance from tower on 118.0.
Set end arm. SPD/Mach. Set to V2 plus 10. Altimeter. Set local QNH. Cockpit door. Locked. Auxiliary hydraulic pump.
This is where it puts stuff in places and I'm like, why did you put that there?
On. All doors and stairway. All closed. Engine start pump.
Engine start pump. There we go.
On. APU master. Run. APU master. Start. Check APU power avail.
Okay. Right. And it's available.
Check. APU generator. Check on. APU bus left. On. APU bus right. On. Galley power. On. Left engine bleed air cross feed.
This is another one where you're like, what the heck is it there for? This is the crossfeed. See these two valves right here? Look at where it is. It's nowhere near anything where you would expect.
On. Right engine bleed air cross feed. On. APU air source. On. Air conditioning left system. Off. Air conditioning right system. Off. Check APU AC load. Check.
Everything looks good.
External power left bus. Off. External power right bus. Off. External power. Off. Instrument lights. As required. Stall test. Check.
Stall.
Max SPD warning test. Check. Annunciator/digital lights test. Check. Loops a test.
Another thing, now loops test. Now back here, and they're fine.
Check. Loops B test. Check. Clear master caution. Check. Clear master warning. Check. Strobe lights. Position. Anti-skid.
Another one where you're like, where's the anti-skid? Hidden. Back here. And we got it set to take off.
Armed. Push and start clearance.
Brian, you're in charge of all comms. That's not right. Aircraft call sign is Alpaca. Alpaca 897Y. Alpaca 897. Hold on. Hold on. Alpaca 897 Yankee. We would like to get our IFR clearance. Brian, can you see if you can get our IFR clearance?
I'll handle the IFR clearance request.
La Rochelle Tower, Alpaca 897 Yankee, requesting IFR clearance. We have Golf.
Received and activated.
Alpaca
Pushback
97
procedure
Yankee,
is
cleared to
required.
Belfast via the Luso 6 Echo, departure, runway 9er. Initial climb to 4,000. Departure on 124.2 squawk 1226.
TCAS system test okay.
You heard it.
Good job, boy.
I could never do this fast. And I think I do have a little bit of a buffer, but Brian, you're in charge of all comms.
I've got the comm, Steve.
Would you please get our pushback and start clearance?
I'll get the pushback clearance.
Technically, I don't know if I need it, but I don't need the push part, just clearance.
Check. Left fuel pumps. On. Center fuel pumps. On. Right fuel pumps. On. Engine start system A or B. Select. Throttle idle. Check. Right generator.
Clear to Bristol via Luso 6 Echo departure. Departure runway 9, initial climb 4,000, departure on 124.2, squawk 4255.
On. Left generator.
fussing at me because my rotate's not an exact match. It's an MD-80 and it expects me to have an MD-82. Do I have any way around that? I'm going to have to just take a ding on my flight. I can't get around it. I'm sorry, I can't fix this. So it's not going to recognize my MD-80, even though my livery, everything I'm matching, good.
I am working on that clearance. Stand by.
Request IFR clearance to Stansted.
I may have to take a swing and a miss on that. I hate that because that's hurts my rating, pilot's rating. But I can't do it. It's fine. We got to go. We've got to. We got to do this. So forget it. Doggone it. I hate that.
On. Right engine starter. Hold until 20% N2. Right fuel handles. On. Wait until N1 25%. Check. Right volts and frequency.
So we're gonna go. I just gotta go and do the flight. I hate that though. Just don't like taking a ding for it, but I will.
Check. Left engine starter. Hold until 20% N2. Left fuel handles. On. Wait until N1 25%. Check. Check left volts and frequency. Check. Engine starter system. Off. Engine start pump. Off. AC bus X-tie. Auto. APU bus left. Off. APU bus right. Off. APU air switch. Off. APU master. Off. Air conditioning left system. Auto. Air conditioning right system. Auto. Flight control elevators full forward. Check. Flight control elevators full aft. Check. Flight control ailerons full left. Check. Flight control ailerons full right. Check. Flight control rudder full left. Check. Flight control rudder full right. Check. Windshield anti-fog and ice.
I don't need the ice part. I just have it on. Heat. Put some heat on the windows. I'm gonna feed y'all soon. Okay. No, I'm not. It's too early. Okay, there's one of my instructions he gave me. I'm
On.
confused about.
Tow
Anyway.
/ stall heat. Capped. Left and right airfoil heat. On if needed. Left engine anti-ice. On if needed. Right engine anti-ice. On if needed. Yaw damper. On. Logo light.
330 parking 1, request push and start.
Very aggravated that I had to give up the flight, give up like the rating for the flight, but I'm good. I'll be all right.
On. Seat belt sign. On. No smoking sign. On. Nose lights. On bright. Left ground flood light. On. Right ground flood light. On. Anti-collision lights. On. Cockpit temp. Auto as desired. Cabin temp. Auto as desired. Transponder.
Needs to be on transmit receive.
Set as required. Parking brake.
Still confused a little bit at moments about, proper takeoff. Talking about how to do toga correctly. Let's see if we can get through it this time. Brian, can you get our taxi clearance?
Requesting taxi clearance to runway 9er now.
Rochelle Tower, Alpaca 897 Yankee, requesting taxi clearance to runway 9er. We have information golf.
Alpaca 97 Yankee, runway 9er taxi via Charlie Alpha.
Easy enough. And then I have to back taxi.
Runway 9, Charlie Alpha, Alpaca 897 Yankee.
Alpaca 897 Yankee, confirming we are back taxiing once we arrive at the runway. I don't even have to ask, I know. So this is our strip and then we'll back taxi. We'll literally be on the runway and taxi.
Go ahead with your request.
Off. Taxi to runway and hold short.
So 155 passengers on in a cigar tube.
All doors in flight and cross check. Welcome aboard this flight to Belfast, flight number 1802. I'm Jim, your lead flight attendant, and I'm thrilled to be here, as thrilled as a cat in a bathtub. Really, joining me today are my wonderful colleagues, Sarah, Tom, and Lucy. Yes, the same Lucy who forgot her coffee this morning, so good luck with that. Now let's get to the fun part, the safety briefing. First, let's talk about those seatbelts. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal fitting into the buckle until you hear a click. To release it, just lift the buckle. Easy peasy, right? Just like our pilots think flying is a walk in the park. Next up, oxygen masks. In the unlikely event of a sudden loss of cabin pressure, masks will drop down from the panel above you. Pull the mask towards you, place it over your nose and mouth, and breathe normally. And if you're traveling with a child, put your mask on first, because let's face it, you'll need all the help you can get. Now, about those life vests. They're located under your seat. To use one, pull it out, slip it over your neck, and pull the straps to tighten. If you're feeling adventurous, you can inflate it by pulling the red tabs or blowing into the tubes. Just don't do it before you leave the aircraft. Okay? Escape routes are clearly marked, so just follow the illuminated signs. And remember, in the unlikely event of an evacuation, leave your luggage behind. Trust me, it's not worth it. Speaking of exits, there are 2 at the front, 2 over the wings, and 2 at the back. Just in case you weren't paying attention, you can reach them by following the lovely crew members who are probably just as lost as you are. So just a quick reminder, keep your seatbelts fastened when seated, and if you see any smoke or fire, just shout, "Fire!" because that's the best way to get my attention. Oh, and if you have a power bank that's feeling a bit too warm, or if it starts smoking, please let us know immediately. We love a good fire drill, and if you drop your electronic device, just tell us, and we'll retrieve it for you. We're not magicians, but we'll try our best, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Or don't. I really don't care. Just remember, we're flying with the best pilots in the industry, or so they tell us. Oops, wrong.
Ryanair 17 Delta request taxi to runway.
Ryanair 17 Delta. Repeat, correct.
Brian, would you please brief our departure?
We'll be departing from runway 9er, flying the Lu 06 Echo departure with an initial climb altitude clearance to 4,000 feet. Transition altitude is 5,000 feet. After takeoff, we'll follow the SID profile. Weather at departure shows no significant weather expected en route. In the event of an engine failure below 400 feet, we'll continue straight ahead and follow ATC instructions. Above 400 feet, we'll follow the engine out SID procedure, climb altituding to 3,000 feet before turning back. For any abnormalities or emergencies before V1, we'll reject the takeoff and apply maximum braking. After V1, we'll continue the takeoff, handle the emergency, and communicate with ATC. We've been cleared as filed. Squawk code is 1226 and departure frequency will be 124.2. We're configured for takeoff with flaps 5. V1 is 142 knots, VR is 147 knots, and V2 is 152 knots. We'll climb altitude out at V2 plus 10 knots. I think we're ready to go, Captain.
Okay.
Check. Thrust mode TO.
La Rochelle Tower, we request taxi to the gate and we are clear of runway 9, Aircom Echo Romeo Mike.
Aircom Echo Romeo Mike, taxi to commercial aviation apron gate F1 via Alpha Charlie. Have a good day. Aircom Echo Romeo Mike, exit at Alpha if able. Taxi to commercial aviation apron gate F1 via Alpha Charlie. Stay on this frequency.
Brake. Spot lab. Stabilizer. Brake. Spot lab. Stabilizer.
Good day, Ryanair 17 Delta, request IFR clearance to London Sunset.
Brake. Spot lab. Stabilizer. Spot lab. Stabilizer. Spot lab. Stabilizer.
We exit at Alpha and we taxi to commercial aviation apron gate F1 via Alpha Charlie and we stay on this frequency Aircom Echo Romeo Mike.
Stabilizer. Spot lab. Stabilizer. Spot lab.
Alpaca 97 Yankee, contact departure on 124.2.
Switching to departure on 124.2, Alpaca 897 Yankee. Alpaca 897 Yankee, good evening. We're climbing past 1,000.
Alpaca 97 Yankee identified, climb flight level 180.
Climbing flight level 180, Alpaca 897 Yankee.
Flaps are retracted.
Alpaca 97 Yankee, climb flight level 200.
Climbing flight level 200, Alpaca 897 Yankee.
How do I get the go around off? We're on FMS and VNAV climb but I want the go around to go away. Gotta do it. I don't know if I hit the button again, will it do anything, or will, I'm hoping it'll just go off.
EasyJet 100, contact La Rochelle Tower on 118.0.
I don't know. This, you see this here? If one of y'all, somebody knows, feel free to tell me. I don't know. I don't know how to make it go away.
Alpaca 97 Yankee, climb flight level 260.
Climbing flight level 260, Alpaca 897 Yankee.
Our final altitude flight level is 300, so we're not far from it. All right, and landing lights off, and nose light off, floods off.
Dear guests, the lavatories are now available, so feel free to take care of business. And guess what? You can now use your electronic devices. Yes, you heard that right. Go ahead and scroll through your social media, because we all know how much you love to share your in-flight selfies. Cabin service will begin shortly, so hold on to your hats, or whatever it is you call those things you wear on your heads. Just remember, our esteemed pilots are up there flying this bird, so let's hope they don't get too
I'm gonna
distracted.
try to bring in. I'm gonna ask my flight attendant. Where's the intercom? Channel 2. Come back to the crew in a minute. I'm in the MD-80 and I accidentally hit go around. It shows up on my panel. I have FMS EPR, my altitude 260, and it says go around, and it says VNAV climb. How do I make the go around go away off of that panel?
To cancel the go-around mode on your MD-82, you typically need to press the go-around button again, or disengage the autopilot if it's engaged. Make sure to verify that your altitude and speed are stable before doing so. If you're using the FMS, check if there's a specific command to deactivate the go-around mode. Stay calm, you've got this.
Okay, with that in mind, I'm not going to do anything about it. Everything's working the way it should. Speed is correct. So I'm not going to touch anything until I reach our cruise altitude.
Climbing flight level 300, Alpaca 897 Yankee.
So I don't have to do anything yet about it, so I'm good. When we get to 300, what I'll do is I can turn off the autopilot, then turn it back on, and then I can go through and make sure everything is set correct. and everybody's happy, so we're good. Okay, so with that in mind, let's go to approach. So what we have here, so our approach is frequency is 108.10 at 37, heading of 37, 108.10, 37. So okay. All right, 108.10.37. We're going to be coming in at a full flap configuration of 40 at 129 knots. Okay. All right, we can do that.
Bordeaux Control, Alpaca 897 Yankee, good evening, climbing to flight level 180 for flight level 300.
So the only thing I messed up, I accidentally hit go around
Alpaca
because
897
I was
Yankee, Bordeaux
climbing.
Control, identified.
So
Good
the
evening.
only way to fix it is to wait till I get to cruise altitude, and then when I get to cruise altitude, I need to turn the autopilot off and back on. But I don't need to do that until I'm stable and at cruise altitude. That's all I need to do is create a roller coaster. So I had this flight set up for Alpaca Airlines. I had everything done. It was going to be, this is a charter, it was supposed to be a charter flight. And then I realized they don't have the MD-82 in their, I guess their selection. I need to go back and check because, no, the MD-80, they have the MD-82. So when it tried to verify my aircraft, it saw the MD-80 and I had set the flight up as an MD-82. So I'm stuck. You can't cancel charter flights, so you just have to take the ding. I hate that. I'll tell you what, this model, this MD-80 here, climbs well. Just climb like. And what throws me about the MD-80, the McDonnell Douglas MD-80, is how many passengers it will hold. Technically, right now, I think we'd be a full flight. We have 155 passengers in this flight. That's a lot of people in this really tube-like thing. That's why I'm saying the CRJ. I guess maybe the CRJ 190. No wait, 170. No, 900. CRJ 900 probably will take close, but this aircraft, no wonder it's a workhorse in a lot of circles, and I think that would include Delta using the 717, which is so close to it or looks so similar to this model, and I see why they did it now. Delta has the most 717s active between it and Hawaiian Airlines. In the world. I think they use more. So, anyway. Some great views there, by the way. don't know if that's real in real life, if it's, but it's rather, if you're in the front of the plane, it's rather quiet. I mean, the aircraft itself. Are you recommending that maybe to get the go around message off of my dash there, to do a autopilot reset at a stable altitude, or what if I just were to do it with the throttle, auto throttle?
It's best to reset the autopilot at a stable altitude to avoid any abrupt changes in flight. If you're seeing a go-around message, ensure you're in a safe configuration before resetting. Using the throttle auto throttle can help maintain your speed, but make sure to monitor your altitude closely during the process.
I see what he's saying. So leave auto throttle active and do just autopilot. Okay, I can do that. Right, we're nearing 300. We'll be at a stable altitude in just a minute. Shout out to Captain Steve, who's getting ready to retire. He's like right on the verge. All right, we're just now getting to 300. Okay, so we're level speed. Let's see if I got cruise. This ought to be interesting. See how you like this flight crew. When you're, okay, so we are set stable altitude, steady altitude. We have FMS Mach, VNAV, go round. Okay, so now we're going to cut the autopilot off while the auto throttle's running. Okay, now we're going to leave autopilot on and we're going to try it with auto throttle. Okay, I don't know what to do. It's not impacting anything. Okay, so right now we're at 300, steady. We're at steady speed. We're at cruise altitude. Not having any issues. Maybe I just ought to leave it. We're so far off course, it's not funny right now. Let's see what's wrong. We have issues. And I'm surprised nobody's brought it to my attention yet. I had the answer all along to fix the issue. I never went back and hit nav. That's it. That's all I had to do. Hit nav. So instead, I'm now off course. Considerably off course. We have been off course for a bit, but we're fine now. We're back on track, and it will probably be about 15 minutes past our arrival time.
Understood, Captain Hellflyer. I'll keep the passengers informed.
Crap.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your lead flight attendant speaking. We have encountered a slight detour, but fear not. We are back on track now. Our arrival time will be approximately 15 minutes later than planned. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight, or, contemplate your eternal fate. See you in the flames.
Whoa, whoa. He didn't. He went there. Whoa. Okay. I love it when I learn lessons and I realize That was the stupidest thing I've recently done. All I had to do earlier is I'm sitting here trying to make go around go away, and like, how'd I get it to go away? The whole time, all I had to do was hit one button. Would have been fine. Nav. The minute you hit nav, nav track comes up. We're all good. So anyway, live and learn. Anyway, we're back on course, but it's going to take me a little bit to get back. I think we're actually going to detour. Then we're going to try to just go direct to Upalo. Alpaca 897 Yankee requesting direct to Upalo.
Alpaca 97 Yankee, clear direct Apollo, climb flight level 300.
Clear direct Apollo, climb flight level 300, Alpaca 897 Yankee.
Okay, we added a considerable distance to our flight, maybe 75 miles. With that, boo-boo, we should be okay. All right. I don't know what it is. There's just there's a smoothness, fluidity to this model, and it's different. Really, it's really nice. I think I enjoy flying it more than my Airbus.
Captain Hellflyer. Would you like something to drink or a snack? And yes, I didn't mix the milk with Jet A1 this time. Just the usual treats from the underworld, eh?
You're creepy. I have coffee with half and half. Nothing else added. You hear me?
Understood, Captain Hellflyer. One coffee with half and half coming right up. Just remember, it won't save you from your fate. See you in the flames, Ayor.
Goodness. You're weird, dude. Happy Halloween. Heading bug. All right, we are already got our arrival information loaded, and I'm going to speed up things a little bit. I'm going to time compress a little bit in cruise to see if I can get us a little further down the road. It's 526 miles to our destination, so let's do that. There we go. 1. I think I just did 3x.
Easy 255, Bordeaux Control. Identified. Good evening.
We're on time compression right now. I'm trying to think what it does. It does about maybe about a mile every 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 48. Yeah. One thing I never did before we took off, and not really worried about it, is I didn't start my chronometer. Something else. That was actually, our takeoff earlier was actually very more fluid than usual, and I think I know what I was doing wrong. So I thought that I was doing it correctly, following a procedure. I would set my throttle at 70%, and then I still don't understand toga completely on this aircraft. I've got the procedures here. Approach. Let's see. Hold on. Before takeoff.
Rest control, Alpaca 897 Yankee. Good evening, maintaining flight level 300.
Alpaca 897 Yankee. Breast control identified. Good evening, go.
Flight level 130 with UK 15 November Romeo.
Privateer 121, descend flight level 130. Privateer 121, contact London control on 134.125.
I've always wanted to go to Belfast, by the way, Belfast, Ireland. I'm not. My ancestry's in England, but I would love to go to Ireland. Going at 1024. QNH 1024 at the arrival airport. It's way too early to be setting it, but especially when I'm time compressed. Okay, so I've heard a lot of things. Okay, so beta 6. I've heard some say it's just unstable. It was beta 5, or unstable. And that they were trying to troubleshoot some things, and they wanted some input from all of their customers. I don't know. I think that was a little bit crazy. A little bit too close together. Because they did one literally within 24 hours. They turned it around. Now if they mess something up, I'm all for it. I think they said something about, was it the A330 had some cockpit like instrumentation errors, brake wasn't working correctly, something. I don't know. I think it was the default A330. It broke the brake. Broke the brake. Something happened. By the way, I've got a really morbid flight attendant on this flight. His name is well, I don't even know what his name is. He looks like the Reaper, the Grim Reaper. Do we have any food that is not spoiled? By the way, do we have any more coffee, or was that it? Was that the last bit of coffee? And do you have anything you need to tell us? You have any words of wisdom? I think he's just he's a Halloween Easter egg flight attendant. If we lost an engine, what would you tell the passengers?
Oh, Captain Hellflyer, I would simply inform the passengers that we are now on a direct flight to the afterlife, and they should buckle up for a bumpy ride. But don't worry, we have plenty of snacks to keep them company on their journey. See you in the flames, Ayur.
Whoo! Goodness. Do you have any encouraging words to say?
Oh, Captain Hellflyer, I always have encouraging words. Remember, every mile brings us closer to our destination, and every snack we serve is just another step towards eternal bliss. Or doom. Just keep flying and we'll see you in the flames.
Whoo! What are we doing a turn here? Oh, we just did a slight right. So we're almost at 360 bearing, where are we? We're at 351 bearing, heading. I really do. I think Say Intentions. I've used it so long now. It's going to be hard if I ever decided I didn't want it. It's because it just works for me personally. It works. So anyway. Does anybody watch Alien with Alan Tudyk? He is hilarious. I think they came back. They finally got them another season. I think they've got 4 seasons out, maybe 5, 4 or 5. But my wife and I have been watching that show, and it's hilarious. That guy is something. about 200 miles out right now. Let's do a review of our settings, or our flight in. So, let's see. I've got we're at me dog now. Robo, and I see where I have a discontinuity coming up at McGee, and so to fix that, first of all, I want to see why it's there. So the discontinuity is the getting set up for our approach. Let me see what our approach should be. So we're going in on ILS 0. We're going in on ILS 04. Double checking that, by the way. Yes, we're going in at ILS 04. And so our approach will be an ILS approach. Didn't like that. Hold on. ILS 04. We do that. Oh, what's wrong? Anyway, to fix that, I see here that D1. This is looks like it's our heading toward final. So we're going to take D217 and bring it up here, and we're going to okay that. That's going to knock that discontinuity out of our path. But still, though, I'm looking into there's something wonky right now. I'm working on something's not right in our plan.
Alpaca 97 Yankee, expect to descend in about 15 minutes. Just say the word if you'd like to start down earlier.
Roger, we'll expect to descend in about 15 minutes. We'll advise if we need to start down earlier. Alpaca 897 Yankee.
Alpaca 97 Yankee, contact London Control on 129.38.
Contacting London Control on 129.38. London Control, Alpaca 897 Yankee, evening, maintaining flight level 300.
Okay, now I I've got what's wrong now. Okay, so
Alpaca
probably
97
from
Yankee,
Robop,
London Control,
we're going to be
identified,
sent
evening
to
pilot.
D217 Nora. So from Robop, we're not going to McGee ever. We'll never make it there. We should. 217 in. Okay, so from Robop. Unless the purpose is to get us to descend, but I don't understand why it's taking us all the way up to McGee, because of it's adding a considerable amount of distance to our route. I'll see. In any case, we've got plenty of time, but I was just trying to figure out why it did that. If there's something I'm missing about the approach. Okay, when we start our descent, I will see if we can do something about, because that's 22, 220 at Robop. The only thing about from Robop to McGee is just descending down to, but ultimately when we get to 217, we just want to be at 3,000 at or above. One thing I've had to learn to be careful with on this model, on the MD-82 or this, and I don't know if they're all like this, is the minute that I change my altitude on the dial here, it goes. It's going to actually change. It's going to start descending, whatever the case is, which is it's not bad, but you have to be a little bit more deliberate about when you decide to change your altitude. That's one thing I've had to learn. About 158 miles out. It's kind of weird that they don't have a single arrival. I mean, I don't know if it's because it needs to be directed, but I don't have like an arrival. I can't tell them I want to start descending on whatever arrival. I guess they've got to direct me. Brian, we would like to begin our descent if you get descent clearance.
I'll request descent clearance.
London Control, Alpaca 897 Yankee. Requesting clearance to descend and begin our approach into Belfast.
Alpaca 97 Yankee. Whenever you'd like to send, flight level 220.
Descending flight level 220, Alpaca 897 Yankee.
Alright, so I'm at FMS speed. I've just decreased there to 220. And at Robop it wants me at 220. Oh. What is MCT?
MCT stands for maximum continuous thrust. It's the highest power setting you can use continuously without causing engine damage.
Alright, I need my mentor. I've got some questions. Like I say, still learning this, so we're gonna do mentor. Okay, we're currently at 300, getting ready to descend into for our arrival. I have set my altitude on 22,000 feet, and I'm on FMS Mach, nav track, VNav level. Why is it not descending? I mean, I can make it descend. I would prefer to, I mean, because, well, if it's not following VNav track, I'm gonna maybe have to intervene, but I mean, we're okay, but I see the distance where it can, I can get to make that descent, but Mentor, did you hear that? In the MD-82, I have FMS Mach, I have nav track and VNav level. I have set my altitude to 22,000, and I've tried to initiate it to descend. Why is it not descending now? Why is it still leaving me at 300? That blow his mind. I mean, I'm not concerned necessarily. I'm 108 miles we're not at top of descent yet. Is it because when I reach top of descent, will it just automatically begin to descend? Mentor, are you there? Millie, I'm currently at 300, and I've got on the MD-82, I have FMS Mach, nav track, and VNav level active. Why won't it descend now when I put it on 220 and try to initiate the descent? Why won't it just start descending? Is it going to stick to the FMS? NOC batteries, never use them. So yes, pick up some from Dollar General or somewhere. I think our transition altitude is 220 and we'll probably stay there. I'll tell you this particular aircraft, it's so fluid, like even the way it descends feels so much different. And it may be that I started with the 737 and I spent a lot of time on the 737 and the A321neo, some with the A320, but it was more the 737 A321. And then I would on occasion fly the 330 777. But the way this plane handles, I mean, it's so much smoother, and it's even feels so much better than the CRJ 700 or 900, which is a lot more complicated, I believe, to fly than, or it's like cumbersome to fly, maybe awkward than this plane here. So I must say it feels good. And I'm going to fly the MD-80 too a few times too to see if it's the same, because this is the MD-80 by Rotate, but I think it's going to be the same. I think the feeling how it's going to handle probably is going to be exactly the same. All right, our final altitude is 3,000.
897 Yankee. Good evening. Descending from flight level 240 to flight level 140.
Alpaca 897 Yankee. Scottish Control. Identified. Good evening. Alpaca 897 Yankee, Scottish Control, descend flight level 080.
Descending flight level 080, Alpaca 897 Yankee.
We'll do 268, 268. We're heading to Bobop now, Robop. Alright, QNH is already set. Let's bring in our checklist.
Engine start system.
Scottish Control, Echo Romeo 836. Can you advise what the traffic, what the control tower frequency is for Carnarvon? Thank you.
OVRD. Anti-skid. On. Speed brakes. Armed. /LOC mode.
Echo Romeo 8386, contact tower, taxi instructions and departure clearance.
We're not ready for that yet. We're good.
Alpaca 97 Yankee, turn left heading 260 vectors for the ILS runway 4 approach.
Left heading 260 vectors for the ILS runway 4 approach. Alpaca 897 Yankee.
SOS button when captured.
I don't know what y'all are doing, but this is crazy. Actually, I'm okay with what you're doing. I realize it. I realize what you're doing now.
Alpaca 897 Yankee, Belfast approach. Identified. Hello there. Expect the ILS runway 4 approach into Belfast. Expecting the ILS runway 04 approach into Belfast. Alpaca 897 Yankee.
Alpaca 897 Yankee, we got off course. Would you give us another vector, please?
Alpaca 97 Yankee, descend flight level 074. Turn right heading 300 vectors for the ILS runway 4 approach. Descending flight level 074. Right heading 300 for vectors to the ILS runway 4 approach. Alpaca 897 Yankee.
Alpaca 7 Yankee. We need assistance. Vectoring assistance. We're off course.
airspeed. Slats.
Sync rate, 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 sync rate. 400. Sync rate, sync rate.
Alpaca 897 Yankee Belfast Tower winds calm. Runway 4 cleared to land.
Runway 04 cleared to land. Alpaca 897 Yankee.
Not a stable approach. Not stable at all. It got us on the ground, but I would not put that one in the great landings category at all. So. Oh.